everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of the Charming Empire along Toki Tanba's route. So we have now been found out for being the princess that we are, and now Tanba is totally prejudiced against us just because we're the princess. It's not our fault. We were just born that way. We even came and worked at his cafe. We did physical labor for him. We did dishes. I cared. Why can't he see this? Alright, well, let's see if we can make some progress. Right now, we're at our coming out ball, and we're probably about to get engaged, unknowingly, like we have in all the other routes. So you can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. As a lively tune plays through the ballroom, I take a courageous step forward in time to the music. Now that everyone knows who I am, I'll never be able to go back to town. These thoughts take over instead of nerves. Depression. Tanba's regulars will find out too, and I'll never be able to go back to the cafe. I will think positive. But if I get married to a foreign prince, I might forget Tanba one day. I take a deep breath and hold my head high to show off what I've learned from my lessons. I hope I did well.
May I have this dance?
Certainly. I take the man's hand and we glide across the dance floor.
I was surprised to hear Lord Amazaki had a sister, but I'm even more surprised by her stunning beauty.
Thank you. Humility will just get me more praise, so it's better to just accept it and move on. I try to enjoy myself, but the forced smiles and empty praise just numbs my heart. Why am I so bored when I'm surrounded by beautiful decorations and delicious food?
Princess, may I butt in?
What? But I'm still... The man grabs my arm in the middle of the dance before I can refuse. Whoa! I have a suspicion about who this is. I fall into his arms.
Oh, I say, it's rude to interrupt a dance. Where in the world did you learn your manners?
My previous partner comes up to us in a rage. The man who butted in wears a mask, so I can't even tell his age.
Sorry, I never learned manners. If there's a cute girl, I just walk up to her. It just makes sense.
Shouldn't I recognize his voice? That voice. There we go. That voice. Tanba? I search the man's face. It's hard to see in the shadows, but I can tell it's Tanba.
What a bunch of rubbish. Let go of the princess at once.
My previous partner tries to act the hero and doesn't show signs of backing down. Tanba's light jab seems to have done more bad than good. Uh-oh, this could get ugly. I promised this man I would dance with him earlier.
What? Is that so? Then I suppose it's all right.
Unable to fight back, the man quickly walks away. Oh wow, look at him in that suit! Never mind the mask that they mentioned.
Hey, has the princess fallen in love with me?
Indeed, far before this. Tanba flashes me a comical grin as he takes off his mask. Relieved to see him acting like normal, I break out in a giggle. Oh, Tanba, you and your jokes. It's been such a long time since we talked like this that some of my sadness melts away. Once I calm down, Tanba gently takes my hand and bows at the waist.
Let me start over. Princess, may I have this dance?
Certainly. Da-na-na-na-na, bum-bum-bum-bum. The next song is a cheerful waltz. Tanba leads as we glide across the floor. I finally got to see Tanba again. I'm so happy that it feels like I'm dancing on air. But why is he here? If he's dancing with me, does that mean he's not angry anymore? Or is he just using me? I have so many questions, but I'm afraid to ask. I try to find a more neutral topic. You're a good dancer.
I just learned. I practiced like crazy yesterday.
Seriously? You're a really fast learner. Yesterday, you learned how to dance in one day? Tanba really is good at everything. I love men like that. Just super capable. My idle question makes me realize how amazing Tanba is all over again. Tanba lets out an exasperated sigh.
Hey, isn't there anything else you want to say?
Like what? Anything else?
Like, you're so mean or something. I was afraid you'd be mad when you saw me.
Yeah, I should be. You deserve a slap in the face. I don't blame you for acting the way you did. It's my fault anyway.
Because you hid your identity?
That, and because I didn't do anything for the people, even though I'm their princess. Well, it's not for lack of trying. And I did do some. I gaze at Tanba as he falls silent and tries to think of what to say. Suddenly, he wraps his arms around my waist and pulls me close. He looks so concerned. What? I try to keep dancing so no one notices Tanba's surprising behavior. But Tanba keeps holding me and whispers in my ear.
I think I'm really...
But he stops mid-sentence. Tanba? Finish it! After a while, Tanba pulls back.
Never mind. I read your letter.
He awkwardly changes the subject. Oh, you did?
It made me realize how important the people and I am to you. The regulars keep saying they want to see you again.
Really?
Really. So you should come by the cafe again.
I'm just about to say I'd love to, when the music suddenly stops and the ballroom goes dark. Ah, here it comes. Huh? What's going on? I've heard of music stopping at the end of a dance, but never the lights turning off. What happened? Tanba? I turn to Tanba, but he's gone. Tanba, where did he go? Or is this part of a heist? As I worry I'll never see him again, a loud murmur spreads through the crowd.
Hey, what's going on?
How long will the lights be off? Apparently no one knows what's happening. Suddenly the stage lights up, and everyone's eyes are on the man in the spotlight.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the surprise, but I have an important announcement to make.
It's my brother.
My sister, who you all met today, is engaged to be married.
Married? Don't faint, Amane. I knew that I'd get married someday, but I didn't know I was already engaged. My head goes blank from surprise. Soshi never told me anything. Did he decide this on his own? Well, apparently, if he never told you. I thought he cared about me, but it turns out I'm just a tool to him. But I couldn't disobey my brother on the day he brought me here, and I can't disobey him now. In the end, I have no choice but to do what my brother says. I stand frozen in shock as everyone showers me with congratulations. After the ball, my brother calls me to his room to fill me in on the details. Oh, I actually get the details this time. That's new. My future husband is the prince of a peaceful, developing country. Soshi's explanation sounds like it's about someone else. He says I leave for my future husband's country tomorrow. Why can he never tell me in advance so I have time to pack? Wow, that's sudden. All I can do is listen quietly and nod. Just when I get to see Tanba again, and he wants me to visit the cafe. Remembering my time with Tanba at the ball makes my heart skip a beat. If it was up to me, I'd rather marry him. But I leave Soshi's room knowing that dream will never come true. We can run away together! Or he can kidnap me. It's late at night, but I can't sleep. If I leave tomorrow, tonight's my last chance to see Tanba. I can see the usual guards on patrol from my balcony. How do I sneak past them? I don't need to pack. I'll leave with the same small bag I bought to the palace. I'll get everything abroad, so I don't need to take anything. Palace life isn't exactly fun, but I've grown attached to my room. It's a little sad that I have to say goodbye to all my familiar furniture. Oh, it's gonna suck to get used to a new bed. I try to drown out the sadness with a shake of my head and sigh. I need to say goodbye and thank Tanba for everything. But the guards at my door make it impossible to leave my room. If I can only get to the secret pathway. My room is heavily guarded, but there aren't many guards anywhere else. But the pathway is only helpful if I can get out of my room. What should I do? There's no time to think. I pace restlessly around my room. I wish there was a hidden door around here. Will I conveniently find one that's been here the whole time that I didn't know about? I casually put my hand on the wall and push. Huh? How convenient! The wall opens up to a dark pathway like the one in the hall. I don't know if this leads outside, but there's no other way. I pray that it's a way out and step onto the path. Why couldn't I have found this sooner? I wonder if this path connects to the other one. I continue forward with a mix of anxiety and excitement in my step. I knew it. There aren't any landmarks, but I can tell when I merge onto the other hidden path. Now I know I can get out. just as I breathe a sigh of relief. Spoke too soon. Huh? Is someone there? It's Tanba, because he knows about the secret tunnels. I hear footsteps, but the echo makes it impossible to tell where they're coming from. All I know is a group of people is somewhere nearby. Is it the guards? Did they already find out I escaped? I flatten myself against the wall and glance left and right. What do I do? There's nowhere to hide.
Hey, there's someone there.
I see a group of shadows where the voice comes from. I can tell they're not guards from their clothes. Who are they then? I tense up and hold my breath as the shadows draw closer. Why am I not running? When the figures come into view, I recognize their uniforms. Those dark black outfits are the same ones I saw the rebels wear when I first came to the palace. Are these the same rebels? Are they here to attack me?
I found her.
I tell myself to run, but my body just trembles in fear. One of the men reaches toward me and I squeeze my eyes shut.
Good timing. We were just about to go get you.
I'd know that voice anywhere. Tanba? I slowly open my eyes to find Tanba gazing straight at me. Huh? What are you doing here? This is the palace's secret pathway. If the guards don't even know about it, it doesn't make sense for Tanba to be here. Oh, you foolish girl.
You didn't come by the cafe, so we came to get you.
Oh, you came to get me? I'm happy to see Tanba, but the men with him are all rebels. Why is Tanba with the rebels? Figure it out. A man I know from the cafe sees I'm confused and pokes his head around Tanba.
Tanba, she doesn't seem to get what's going on.
What is going on? Tanba sighs and casually turns to the group in black.
We found the target, so I'll take it from here. You guys can head on back.
Another man speaks up.
What? You going to be okay? You don't think I can handle one girl on my own? Well, she's not your average. Don't worry about it, just get going.
When Tanba's irritated voice echoes through the pathway, another man nods.
Got it. Let's go, men.
The group heads back through the pathway, shoving the man who angered Tanba along the way. It's like, don't you know any better than to talk back to him? He knows what he's doing. Tanba turns back to me once they're gone.
You still don't get what's going on?
What am I supposed to get? Oh my god, come on, girl! Put two and two together! Tanba sighs at my confusion. As do I.
Do you know who those guys are? I know you've seen them before.
They're rebels, right? I heard about them at the palace.
Yep, and I'm one of them. I was with the group you saw when you came to the palace. Not that I expect you to remember.
You were there?
I thought you'd be more surprised. Isn't there anything else you want to say?
It's not really sinking in. Cannot process. There have been so many surprises today that I can't process anymore. She was thinking the same thing I was. There's no way a nice guy like Tanba's part of such a scary group. They're just misunderstood.
Hey, don't worry about it. You just need to know I'm with the rebels, so you're coming with me.
Tanba grabs my hand and pulls me through the pathway.
You're not fighting back?
Why would I? Tanba gives me a curious look when I willingly follow his lead. Well, I was just on my way to go see you.
You really don't get what's going on. I came to kidnap you.
Yeah, so? Kidnap me? But why?
To kick Soshi Yamazaki off his throne.
You want to get rid of my brother? The actual weight of the situation finally sinks in and stops me in my tracks. Soshi might just be using me, but he's still my brother. There's no telling what will happen if he's suddenly overthrown. I can't just let myself get kidnapped. Yes, you can! Then again, Tanba's the kidnapper. He's an important person who always gives me support. What should I do? My hands feel warm in Tanba's grasp. Even though I'm finally with him, my heart's a confused mess. Ah, that was such a happy, wonderful chapter. I loved it. Eee! That was the best chapter that we have ever gotten engaged in so far. And we got a few chapters left, so yeah, interested in seeing where this heads out from here. Hope you are too. I'd love to see you in the next video or in some of my other ones, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye bye everybody.